Alrighty, guys, what's going on today? Today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a question that I see often online, and that is, what are the differences between the KRK Rokit G4 series and the KRK Rokit G3 series, which obviously came before. Now, if you guys don't know a little bit about KRK systems in general, I'll give you a little bit of a background. KRK systems began manufacturing their studio monitors back in 2003. They were the Generation 1s. We are currently in 2020, and you are looking at the Generation 4 8s. That means these are the 8-inch low-frequency driver designed, and yeah, they've come quite a long way since the Generation 1. Now, a lot of people who are getting ready to buy a new set of studio monitors, or maybe just looking around to see what's good, want to know, is it worth it for me to purchase the G4s if I already have the G3s? And in my opinion, it is so worth it because there are a lot of really big differences that have just made these monitors so much better. For starters, we got the low end, which KRK has really stepped it up on. The new G4 line, they worked really hard at making the low end as accurate as possible with tons of clarity so that your mixes really translate nicely when they're played on different systems and different devices. The G3 series, when it was set to 0, the low end was wonderful for producing. A lot of professionals would use them to make commercial records, but the low end for mixing had to be kind of set back a notch. Because it just wasn't as flat as it needed to be. There was kind of a bump there. With the G4s, it's really nice. The flat setting is really accurate. And of course, if you want that added bass bump when you're producing, when you're creating, you have the option to bump it up a couple decibels to get that sound that you're maybe looking for. But overall, it has a much flatter frequency response, the G4s do, when compared to the G3s. Now, the G3 line had a much different sound overall, and the G4s now come with a matching Kevlar for both drivers. The Kevlar helps to essentially add a bit of clarity and honesty to what you're listening to. Kevlar is a really nice, tightly wound material. It's high quality, it's rigid, and it basically provides a consistent sonic quality throughout the entire frequency spectrum. So you don't feel that you're losing certain frequencies in different places, and not maybe getting the most honest sound possible. And that sort of thing was definitely prevalent on the G3s. You kind of didn't know what you were missing until you got onto another system, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, why is my low end gone, or whatever, So it's nice that they're using these Kevlar drivers now. I think it's done wonders for the overall sound, and that's another great reason to get these compared to the G3s. Now, of course, Kevlar is a bit more expensive material, so these that definitely bumped up the price of these studio monitors. They also use an LCD on the back, which gives you the volume and EQ settings, so that again bumped up the price a little bit. But even then, it's the G4s are very affordable monitors compared to a lot of monitors that you see out there, and so I wouldn't stress too much on the price. But yeah, if I were going to pick one between the G4 and the G3s, I would 100% pick the Generation 4 KRK Rokits. I think they're incredible, and I think that if you're thinking about upgrading from your G3s, you should definitely do so. If you guys have any questions or any insights about the G4s versus the G3s, please feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, take it easy.